Okay, guys, welcome to a special WrestleSlam podcast. This show was not planned. Yes, it was not planned. The last show we done was our WrestleMania prediction show, but breaking news has come, and WWE is set to be sold. And yeah, it's pretty big news. The guys that run UFC will be taken over, and it's not just a small percentage, guys. It's 51%, which means to the average, Tom, Dick, and Harry, it means they have power. It means that they've bought more to have full control. Now, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. We don't know who's going to leave, is who's in charge, who's doing what. But I would assume, Phil Connolly and Matt Murphy, that there will be some sort of a deal there where they have sold it for so many billions, but it means that Vince and Co can stay in control, just like Dana White sold UFC. Obviously, Dana White sold UFC. I think it was a $4 billion at the time.
Yeah, that was a few years ago. So yeah.
But he had a deal in place where he could stay president.
Yeah.
And he can, I suppose, he couldn't be fired maybe or something. I don't know. So first of all, this is probably some of the biggest news of all time, especially for us. Look, we grew up, we've watched, WWF / WWE.
Yeah.
Since we're young kids. So this is massive news, first of all. And we're obviously going to talk about WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. For me, and I don't care what people say, it's for me, this is one of, in my opinion, definitely top 10 WrestleManias. But it's coming off the back of two very successful nights. So yet again, we will read a statement from the UFC / the merge with the UFC in due course. But it's massive, and yet again, what's the best way to pronounce it? It's Endeavor, is it, or Endeavor? Yeah, Endeavor. So obviously,
there's a lot of future Endeavor jokes going around at the moment, which is quite funny.
Yeah,
I saw a bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad. So obviously we know obviously WWE was up for sale.
Yeah.
But it's official. It was
before we do that, because there's some small breaking news. It's not a big breaking news, and I just didn't want to forget about it.
Yeah.
Zach Gibson, who we love, is apparently leaving WWE.
Liverpool's number one.
Yeah. So he could be at OTT in a few months' time. Surely he will be picked up by someone, because those two guys are talented.
Yeah, Zach Gibson is he's iconic. What do they call him again? Rick Fowler, is it, a Rick Fowler?
Rick Fowler and can't remember the other guy's name, but they were grizzled young veterans and they were really good.
Yeah, I think they
did the schism, which I don't like.
Yeah. What happened? I know I'm changing the subject just before we go to the Balls Deep news, but what happened to The Rock's daughter? Because I know she could have got involved.
Yeah, I think schism was sort of just put together with the idea that she'd get a rub off these guys, and it hasn't worked out.
Right.
So back to the drawing board, I guess. She has time on her side because she's so young.
Yeah, but it is bad news if Zach Gibson has handed in.
Both of the team are grizzled young veterans,
and he's been out with Zach Gibson, hasn't he? We
met him at the Access thing.
Yeah, at Access, and we time will tell. But look,
we also have one of the most memorable interviews Jerry's ever done with Zach Gibson.
Yeah, Zach.
He did. Yeah,
great guy. He's a great guy. Great promo. We have to get that up for the fans. But listen, we're gonna go. Obviously, look, we're gonna talk WrestleMania night 1 and night 2, right? So, we watched WrestleMania night 1, obviously, at Coke Casino Cork, and then obviously night 2, we were all kind of showing our age, and you know what I mean. We caught highlights. We were working Monday morning.
Yeah,
and we have adult duties, when we're in our place of work. But listen,
I'm a 40-year-old man trapped in a 28-year-old's body, lads. For God's sake.
That's okay. You still look like a baba. So, look, we have to talk about night 1 first of all. Phil, look, night 1, night 2 for you. What was the best? Going in, you're saying yourself night 2 was probably going to be the best because look, they had the better card.
Yeah.
But like for you, what stood out? What was the match of night 1?
Charlotte Flair. I think you know what, I want to watch that match again, and I will do in a minute. But I reckon that Dave Meltzer posted it's the greatest women's match they've ever done, and I'm not far behind. Like, that was 30. I remember I was starting and I was like, this will be only 20 minutes, and it was on for like 33 minutes or something.
Yeah,
It's
and
the
we
one of the
clapped.
most, yeah.
We
Oh, it's one of the most-
Yeah.
was
yeah,
that?
we clapped. We had this mad urge after that match to clap.
Yeah.
So we just started clapping, as in like we were like.
But Rhea Ripley to have done what she's done at 26 years old is incredible.
It is, and her story, like even her look, you know, I was on Instagram the other day, and you know the way they put these videos together, like suddenly you could just be sitting on the toilet, like we could be sitting at work, and you're
As you do.
scrolling through these videos, and like it was like her progression from the Mae Young Classic, even prior to that, all the way to now, and she's got a big future. But what was beautiful was the like Charlotte, the way Charlotte was after the match outside the ring. She was happy.
It was a great moment. I'm glad it was caught on camera. But there was a story about Charlotte came out today. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I didn't. Can you inform us?
So apparently Charlotte is going into the bodybuilding game, and she wants to be a bodybuilder. So
Interesting.
we'll see where that goes.
Interesting, and that's an interesting take because she's got a lot of heat, like not a lot of heat,
Well,
a lot of spotlight on her already.
She's Jordan Grace now to compete against.
And you see Jordan Grace recently, that she is, oh my God, iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic. So for you, Phil Connolly, match of, I know it's hard to pick just one, but match for you was Charlotte and Rhea, yeah?
Yeah, well, emotionally and probably the best match, but one of the most I was invested was Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes was like unbelievable.
That was surreal, yeah. We'll night two would be, yeah, it's
night one was the better night, I think, just about.
Yeah. Matt Murphy, when it comes to night one, what was the best match for you? Look, there was many great matches. Every match on that card was, let's be honest, every match was great. I know people were kind of humming and yawning in regards to the Lita, Trish Stratus, and Becky match for being, you know, it should have been as flat as it was.
It was still better than Pat. That wasn't good.
Yeah, we just said that actually afterwards. Like, well, that wasn't exciting at all. Like, so.
Yeah.
But I think for me the best match, Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley was actually unreal. Yeah, show that off, why don't you? Of RCW, but like probably has to be Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley. But if I have to choose one match, it has to be Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus the Usos. Just because I'm really happy we got to see a tag match that wasn't like just like randomly pieced together. We said this in the past, and like, oh, it's obvious it's gonna be Kevin Owens and Sami facing the Usos. But the way they actually had storytelling involved, like the moment where they were just the four of them just in the ring eyeing each other up, Kevin Owens just saying, "Let's go," and they all just like come across was just fucking amazing. And do you remember when I how I reacted when I saw, I think it was Jimmy who ran in and was about to stop Sami from attacking Jay, and Kevin Owens just came in. I was like, I thought that, oh, that's it. No, Kevin Owens saved the day. It was just such a good like little build up before WrestleMania, and just like they did everything. So it was the first time I can say that probably was the best tag match in WrestleMania for a good while. Like, so that's it. I enjoyed Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair, but I have love for Kevin Owens, Sami, always have. But if I have to be that guy and say the worst match had to be The Miz versus Pat McAfee.
Yeah,
it was itself.
And like I don't like this whole gimmick with The Miz. I think The Miz is he's so underrated, first of all, and we spoke about that many months ago. Like, obviously a former champion. He's won the Grand Slam, hasn't he? Yeah, he has. Yeah. So like, I think The Miz is just, I don't know, will we see him go on the road full time again as a wrestler? I don't think we will for a while, unless there's some urge to do it again. But yeah, look, I'm a massive fan of Pat, and I don't know. I think the whole bringing him out now to the woo the crowd. I don't know. I don't think he got the pop that they were expecting.
Yeah, exactly.
They could have brought out someone else. I would have much preferred someone like I don't know. They could have brought out anyone really.
Or something, you know.
Stone Cold.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley or Stone Cold or like fucking Bear Grylls or fucking, I don't know, Leonardo DiCaprio, like, you know, someone that would have really could have, what the fuck, you know what I mean?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart would have been brilliant, yeah. Like Kevin Hart in the ring with a mic. I'm gonna bit snap you. That would have been fucking, you know, even Will Smith, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That would have been fairly epic. But yeah, no, I'm more of a Pat, to be honest. And if he came back to the commentary box, it wouldn't bother me the least. I like him, but I'm more over it. Like, he abandoned WWE and he's on a lot of money. I know he's going to do his own thing now when he comes back and forth. And he was really good, I will say that, but I'm over Pat. The Miz, I don't know what's going on with him. I think he needs to. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't, because looking back on the Miz's career, especially after watching the documentary on the WWE Network, I'm just not happy with his title runs, with his WWE title runs. He had probably the poorest one. He would just hold on to that title just to make John Cena look good and just take the back seat of John Cena versus The Rock. He had unreal United States title run, but I think afterwards when his career kind of went for a slump, he just wasn't the same. So I'm still holding on hope that he has to have that big moment, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
No, not no. I think Raymond, like Roman. If I said Raymond to Roman, he'd punch me. But anyway, yeah, Roman will be the champion for the next 25 years. He's not going to lose that belt. But anyway, sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say I completely popped when I saw Roman win. I was on the fence. I was like, Cody's going to win, but I'm delighted that he didn't.
And it was the right call, Phil. It was the right call, and I think this is in the pipeline for weeks. I don't think it was a last-minute decision by the Civic Roman you're actually going to retain. I think this is in the pipeline for weeks. I think Cody was on board with it too, to be honest.
Yeah. No, when I was watching the match, I was like thinking. I kept on thinking in my mind, is Cody going to win this one? Is Roman going to win this one? So I was on the fence, who's going to win, who. But it's just the match was just so perfect because I feel like they know the fans at this moment. They know the underdog stories. They played it so well with Cody Rhodes only for the last minute solo to destroy everything.
Yeah, no, it was always about to happen. But look, I think for me, lads, WrestleMania was incredible. Is it fair to say, Phil and Matt, it was better than last year?
Oh yeah. This is the best one since they've come back from the pandemic. Probably the best one since the 31.
Yeah, 31 was incredible. Would you put a top 10, Phil?
Higher.
Yeah, I know it's hard because our childhood, no, like we
five,
like I know you'd say top 5, yeah, overall.
Well, 5, borderline 5, but yeah.
Matt Murphy, what would you say?
I'm still going to say top 10 at least. It might change down the line, but this Mania was just amazing. Just because, to be honest, I think it's because so much stuff is going on. I just keep forgetting. I was like, oh yeah, it's Mania season. That's going on. So I think because I had a bit of low expectations going into this, I was like, that made it more amazing. I know we didn't say it, but for me, I like Roman Reigns and I liked Cody Rhodes' match, but for night 2, has to be the triple threat match with Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre.
We'll get to night 2. It's for me. Look, like if we were to eliminate the first 25 WrestleManias 1 to 25, because we grew up to that, right? And like times are different now. Back then you had no internet, like you'd have to watch it. You'd watch it on a Sunday night in your black box at home.
You might have to get a video or something off someone as well, but yeah,
in school. But if you eliminate WrestleMania 1 to 25, right? So you have WrestleMania 25, say WrestleMania 26 to 39.
Yeah.
Is it in your top 4, top 5?
3, top 3.
Yeah, there you go. So it's 3. Because like for me, there were special times 1 to 25 or even 1 to 29. Very iconic times, different times. VHS, DVD was hot on the shelf.
You know what it is? You know what it was for me? It was the first time WrestleMania felt like WrestleMania in a long time.
And it looked it too. It looked it. The vibes, everything was incredible.
Yeah, no gimmicks or anything like that. Just straightforward WrestleMania.
No bullshit. Triple H has done a great job.
Did you know what? There was no performances, which was great.
Yeah, no, it was iconic.
I can't stand those musical performances. Like I think they just go on too long.
Yeah, I think Triple H has really he's put it together, which is good. So obviously night 1 for me, I'm going to mention the best match for me. It was Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. Best entrance. I fucking love Dominic Mysterio's entrance.
Yeah,
and Phil Colley came out the other day and said this, right? So Phil said, I'm gonna put myself on the mark.
Yeah.
He said Dominic Cruz is just as hot or hotter in the industry as MJF when it comes to pops and hate and heat.
Yeah.
I agree. And I think Dominic could be onto something massive. I think the trilogy is going to continue right up till SummerSlam.
And the thing about Dominic now is you don't know what you're getting with him. That's the thing that gets with me. Like MJF, he's going to do this promo. He's going to run you down and it just feels like it's so 2 years ago. I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me. I don't think anymore.
Yeah.
Like he's mocking Jungle Boy because he's a boy. It's just like
I can see at least the group of Judgment Day going out for another while. It's like same time as New Day.
Well, the problem is now though with the Judgment Day, Rhea's SmackDown champion. So are they going to? Are they going to SmackDown?
I think she's going to be representing the Judgment Day. So I feel like they're going to be still a group, but they're going to be doing their own thing. Just so happen to be part of the stable, like so. I could see Dominic still having a bit of a rival with Rey, but I would like to see him moving on though. So.
Yeah, I think it's not done. I think the way it ended and the way they're in the ring, I think we're going to get at least 1 or 2 matches. No, I think the 1 match is perfect. Well, sorry, I think 2 matches is perfect.
Yeah.
I think maybe a match of SummerSlam where they face each other again and Dominic beats Rey and then they shake hands and hug and say, look, it's done.
Yeah, I think at the next one in Backlash, we're getting they're going to drag the crap out of this. So they're going to do a multi-man match at the next one.
Yeah.
And then Money in the Bank, they'll probably be both in the ladder match and then they'll do SummerSlam.
Yeah, no, they will. Night 2, lads, obviously, look, we said night 2 was a stronger card, both incredible matches, but I'm going to go to Matt Murphy first. Matt, what was the best match via night 2?
Yeah, I kind of gave it away, didn't I? I think it had to be the triple threat match with Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre. Just because I did enjoy Roman and Cody, but I felt like I kind of had a feeling that the triple threat match is now going to be the most underrated one. I just love how I feel like the three lads know each other so well. I love the build up, how they got rid of Gunther and it was just Drew and Sheamus. Drew doing the Celtic Cross on top of the top rope was just something amazing. And did last minute Gunther just showing up. I was going into this just because I thought Sheamus was going to win this one, just because he never won a title. They kept on building up. Like, remember, Sheamus never won the Intercontinental Championship, and I kind of was like, it's Sheamus, he's going to win this. But pulling the rug, showing that Gunther actually won this one, I could see him holding on to the title for at least another 2 pay-per-views. I could see Gunther being one of the top important Intercontinental champions. So I think I love the triple threat match. I was looking forward to it, and it was just amazing.
I don't know how long away he is, but he's also now on the verge of breaking the longest ever IC champion of all time.
He's not fair. Yeah, I think it's like 100 days.
So he will break that record, but the right man won. The right man won. I would have that match. I would have had Gunther go over all day long. I know Sheamus was all getting the massive pops and everything, but like Gunther's unbelievable.
But to get this part done, dusted, probably the worst match of night 2 has to be the Miz versus Shane. But unfortunately, things didn't go well for Shane, but then it turned into Miz versus Snoop Dogg. It was missed. They were improvised. I'm aware. Unfortunately, Shane did blow his quad, but it was just like, do we had to? I was delighted to see Shane come back, but sure, look.
Coming back to blow your quad, though, fucking hell. It's not nice.
Like father, like
he
son.
Did it in a leapfrog.
Yeah. Not nice. He's got the same quads as his dad.
What I liked about this is that I didn't know there was anything wrong until after the Snoop Dogg stuff, so they kind of covered it well. I didn't notice it.
Yeah, Phil, for you, look, night 2 was fairly epic. What was the best match for you and the worst match?
The worst match was the women's 4-way because I don't know I think Ronda Rousey's legit injured.
Yeah, she's just not herself. She
wasn't even in the match and she just won the match. That match was just lacking something, and the Miz and Snoop Dogg was more of a segment.
Yeah. Segments are okay, aren't they? They're okay, but
they're fine. They're fine to get you to the next thing, but I just don't know what it was. That 4-way women's match just lacked a lot. I suppose it's up there with that Trish Stratus match from the night before. But best matches, Roman Reigns is the best right now. Like,
is he the best of all time, Phil?
It's getting there at this stage.
Like, you see the press conference afterwards, which I love, by the way, that they have all these. Do you think?
When it's all said and done, he will be. I think.
You think he's on track to be the best?
Like nobody, 3 years in 2023 to have that belt, almost 3 years.
Yeah, but see what he said on Instagram. I'm only getting started.
Yeah,
He kept on saying that.
Yeah,
I'd love if it was a 4 or 5 year reign. I really would, like.
Yeah, there'd be nothing wrong with it. Like, you know what I mean?
I just have an awful feeling though that Philadelphia next year they're going to do a Rocky storyline with Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes is going to be Rocky coming back for his redemption.
Yeah. I'm all for it. I'm all for Roman. I'm all for Roman keeping the belts, but I would like to say I'd like him only to have one belt.
Yeah. No, I get it.
There's no.
I know the titles look some more powerful, but I think one belt will be kind of more sensible.
Well, with the draft, they might do something, Matt. With the draft, they might say we're going to strip one of the belts or something. You know.
I think Triple H's announcement tonight could be very well that he has an announcement.
And Jay White's trending again.
Yeah.
So look, I'm sure Triple H will be aware of that.
And Cody Rhodes has a mystery partner.
If it was Jay White, it'll be on. Oh wait, I think it's gonna be. Sometimes it's gonna be Braun Breaker.
Zack Ryder.
Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
Because I think Matt Cardona says in an interview, if he was to come back as in WWE, he doesn't want to come back as Zack Ryder. So that'd be unreal seeing him come back.
So you reckon it's Matt Cardona, yeah?
I think it's him. They're buddies, him and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. But does Matt Cardona still have the rivalry with Joe Henry on Impact?
No, he's gone. He's released. He's gone.
Oh, he's released. Okay.
Joe Hendry, Jesus. Joe Hendry, if you're watching, mate, we need you on the show next week or the week after, right? We always have Impact stars on, baby. So look, we want you on. We want to sing a song with you. We want to do something really cool. So Joe Hendry, we know you well. We want you, man.
Us here at WrestleSlam, we will always believe in Joe Hendry. So,
Joe, we love you, bro. Get on the show. You're probably the only Impact star we haven't had on yet. So we need you on, Joe.
Just some news there as well, because I know we don't have much time tonight because we all have stuff to do. But there's the follow up on that Rick Steiner stuff from the other day. Apparently Rick has been banned from WrestleCon from the future.
Completely,
all years, he's completely banned.
I wonder will Scott Steiner remove himself from WrestleCon moving forward, or will he support his brother, or will he just stay out of it?
I don't know, but Chris Jericho came out with a story then about that Rick bullied him in the 90s.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah, he bullied the cruiserweights like Psychosis and Jericho and a few others.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
But
I wonder is that because he knew Scott would beat the shit out of him too, you know?
Rick, you know by Rick, he's
old school, like
yeah, exactly.
He looks old school too, like, you know what I mean? He's been on the road a lot, like, but I'd say he's very political in a sense of he sticks to his ways.
But he really shouldn't, because I know it probably won't, but his son shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, his son is going places.
Yeah, and his son seems like a nice guy, you know?
Yeah.
He does in general, so yeah, look, it remains to be seen what will happen there. But if there's any more news in regards to Rick Steiner, guys, we will let you know. Yeah. And sending our love to
also as well, because I completely went over my head there a second ago. Big shout out to Dan Barry, I know from the Irish wrestling scene on WrestleMania. That was kind
of So we obviously watched it live, and Dan Barry is an absolute legend in OTT, and we interviewed Dan Barry in Neptune Stadium, Cork. So Dan, we seen you, and he played the part quite well. He really did.
Yeah,
he's great. And they were all over there. A lot of them over there, like a lot of the OTT guys.
Yeah, LJ Clary. We have to mention as well Lara Valkyrie. Jesus, what an icon. And Jordan Devlin. They need to go back to the name Jordan Devlin first of all. I think they will. JD McDonough. So like they need to.
Yeah. All I can think of is his new promo he debuted a while back, where he was like an American Psycho, Irish Psycho. It was like, don't know how to feel about that now, Jordan. Go on now.
Yeah. they need to get back to it, but yeah, it's Look, I'm on Twitter as we speak. There's a lot of stuff trending. Yet again, Jay White's trending. Jey Uso, Randy Orton, Braun Breaker is trending. I'm just gonna double check, but let's just.
There's a lot of stuff going to happen tonight. Like Matt Riddle is probably going to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's talks that Roman Reigns is going to go after the UFC bet next. Yeah,
It'd be hilarious.
Imagine.
Conor McGregor is trending because he wants a shot as well.
Yeah, he was. I think Conor had a few drinks last night. He was singing Irish songs and all last night. He was
he was there.
Good old Conor. Good old Conor. So yeah, look, WrestleMania. Obviously, we
also as well.
We really much rate it. We're looking forward to the next pay-per-view as well.
I just want to have a show.
Again,
was it sorry? Yeah, just before we go, because I completely forgot about it again. I'm sorry. Balor.
Don't be sorry. Get on with the
Balor and Edge.
Don't be sorry.
Balor and Edge.
Yeah. And I wasn't finishing the show, by the way, just in case all the others say he's going to.
No, it was just something that was in my head, and I completely went over my head. But like Balor took some headshot with the ladder.
Oh.
Yeah, he did, and he's got the mark to show it, lads. He's got the stitches to show it too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is the most demon Balor we actually had to witness. Of him, just like the image of him just like going around being ape shit. I'm like, go on, the demon lad. Christ.
The entrance was incredible. First of all, the match was brilliant. I'm glad Edge got the win, even though I was rooting for my fellow Irishman. But look, you can never begrudge Edge his moments. And we've got to enjoy Edge, guys, when we have him. You know, he's probably only got maybe a handful of matches left. I couldn't see Edge having more than 20 matches. Could you?
I think he's only got 4 or 5 left.
Yeah, there you go.
Big matches.
Yeah. So we'll have to embrace it when we can.
If Edge does actually, whenever he has to leave, I can see him having a role in WWE still in some way, like as a general manager role, or even a coach or anything like that. I want to see him still being a part of WWE anyway.
Yeah. I'd like to see it. You just kind of put an idea into my head. You know the way they do the UFC Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
If they did it tough enough where they have 2 superstars.
They might change it now with the new lads, so we'll see.
Yeah, with Cody and Roman, you say, and they have their selective wrestlers and stuff. I think that would be good. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming with obviously UFC teaming up and partnership.
Just moving on, I suppose, to Bianca Belair, right? Bianca Belair match was really good, and I really enjoyed it. But do you feel that she's been turned on?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I reckon, lads, there's going to be title change tonight.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Something's going to happen, but I reckon personally, yeah. Like I think the crowd are invested, but yeah, I think they were rooting more for Asuka.
Yeah, Asuka put up a weird thing about going back to Japan on Twitter.
Yeah, it says she will though. Yeah. She's made her millions, you know what I mean? She'll go back home and she'll set up her own school and she'll do it all, you know.
Yeah. Or going back to being Keita again. I mispronounced her name, but
that's the thing, people. Yeah, Kana. Yeah, people don't realize though. Like if she goes back to Japan, she'll make as much money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
the market over there is huge. You know what I mean? So like, that's the place to be for most of it. That's why we've seen Sasha Banks go there. You know, she got a big pay there. So like, it's
that's how wrestling marketing works. Like if you're in like WWE for years and years, and you had a good career, you left and you decided to join this even small independent wrestling company that not much people to take a look at. They will be invested with that just because of that one name. Like that's what Chris Jericho did. Like if you remember with AEW.
Yeah. No, it's mad. It's mad. So yeah, Balor Edge, Bianca Belair getting the win. There was a lot happening. Obviously, we mentioned look the Snoop Dogg, Shane McMahon, wishing Shane a speedy recovery, of course.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey, a tag team champion with Shayna, which is interesting. It's something that we predicted, though. To be fair,
yeah,
that's something that
Brock Lesnar had a good match with Omos, surprisingly.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was going to be a lot worse, but it did work out well in the end. To be fair, which was good. Obviously, look, we know Gunther defeated Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, a good match. I wish it was longer. Obviously Roman winning via pinfall, beating Cody. Any other matches that we didn't announce? Seth freaking Rollins. That's probably the match we didn't announce, and obviously the Street Profits as well. We mentioned that, but
that was great.
Seth Rollins and Logan Paul. Matt Murphy, what was your thoughts on that match? And was it good to see KSI?
Yeah, I didn't know how to feel about when I saw KSI. You know what? I think I called it.
You did. I was going to say you called it. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even call it. I think it's KSI. I literally said this to you, and so I was like, "Oh God, imagine KSI is underneath that Prime bottle." And then we do KSI. I was like, "Oh my God, KSI was there. I was having a laugh. Jesus Christ!" Seth Rollins, I knew Seth was going to win this one just because I was like, it's WrestleMania. Of course, Seth is not going to lose this one. If Logan Paul was going to win, that's going to make him big, but it was decent. Decent out loud to say it loud. It's a good comical moment, like so.
Apparently, this is Logan's last match, but we'll see.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back. Don't worry, he'll be back. He'll sign a 3-fight deal or something each year, you know. What we forgot to mention is obviously kicking off WrestleMania Night 1. Austin Theory versus John Cena. 11 minutes. Now, people will say that John Cena is the greatest of all time, and rightly so. He probably is at this moment in time. But look, you know, he could be overtaken in due course. Phil, what was your thoughts on Theory and John Cena?
You know what? I was laughing to myself because I was like, this is the safest wrestling match you'll ever see.
And he done well, like Terry actually done quite well.
But like it was like a training match. It was like slow motion. Terry was shitting himself in case he injured him.
Yeah, you could see that, all right.
Yeah.
But he done well. We have to give the kid props.
The finish was weak, but yeah, he did. We did well.
Yeah. Matt, what was your thoughts on seeing You Can't See Me? Was it good to see him at Mania? I like the way he still does his job. The entrance was incredible, by the way. We have to acknowledge John Cena for that entrance.
Yeah. About his relationship with Make-A-Wish. It was good, but it was just so safe. It was like we didn't even get much reaction. Like, oh, did you do that?
Yeah.
It was just kind of like a brainless watch, to be honest. As in, like, just watch it. Not much Mania moments happen out of it. It's obviously not John Cena's best WrestleMania match, say out loud, like, but I don't know where Theory's going to go after this. I think John Cena's right. They don't know what to do with him even if he wins. Like, so
I think Austin Theory should win King of the Ring.
Yeah, you're right.
Not Money in the Bank, by the way. We don't want him winning that again.
Yeah. But if he does win it again, you know what's going to happen. He's going to definitely win the belt this time.
Yeah, he'll win the belt this time. But yeah.
No, it remains to be seen.
Lads, my phone is dying, so in case I slow down, just let you know that.
Jesus Christ, Matt Murphy. No, this is why we do it live, guys. This is why we do it. We're all professionals, guys. Don't worry. We're all professionals. But look.
Oh, you're leaving that in, you fuckers. God's sake.
Also, as well, I forgot to mention that ridiculous thing in the Rey Mysterio match, the box of Cheerios or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh, that
was ridiculous.
Yeah, I was laughing when there was like the build up of the Hell in a Cell lowering down. I was like, oh, here we go. And they cut to Russell Crowe's new Exorcist movie. I was like, are you serious?
He actually cut a promo on the cell, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
He's making movies, making songs, and fight around the world. Russell Crowe.
But overall, I actually rate this as a 9 out of 10 overall, like Mania.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. It was. I'm at an absolute awe of it, to be honest. And it's rejuvenized me. I think the last couple of months, you know what I mean? I'm enjoying it. I think that Mania, I'm kind of pissed off I wasn't there. There was moments I could have seen. I was like, you know, there was one or two mates there that actually had pictures up. And I seen the former Cork City chairman, Declan Kerry, also had a picture up. He was there. And I was like, fucking hell, man. It looked really good. It looked like the sun was shining. Good vibes around LA. It only makes me itch for Philadelphia next year. And look, it's I know it's an expensive gig, you know what I mean, but it's one of them things you just have to do sometimes. And yet again, look, I'm glad they're coming to London. They're going to put on a spectacle in London, no doubt as well. But it's just, look, for me, definitely top 10. If I was to say WrestleMania from 26 to now, I'd say top 5, definitely. Maybe top 3.
Yeah.
So I really liked it. It's thumbs up and congratulations.
We might actually put up on Twitter like all of our top 5. We might just put
we'll do a special, Phil. I think we're due to meet on camera soon, guys. We'll do 3 or 4 specials. We'll pick a day there next week or this week. We'll sit down, all of us, and we'll do Q&A and we'll pick our top 5 manias. We'll do all different things, top 5 wrestlers, and we'll put it on camera. I think people
like some more comments underneath it.
Yeah, we need more comments. We never ask for comments, and look, people don't want to comment sometimes, but look, we'd love comments. If you want to call us dickheads, if you say, look, we're great, you know, we love all that. But quickly, we're going to have to mention before we go, lads, yet again, it is breaking news today that WWE will merge with UFC. And that's great news. I think, look, we agreed they're in good hands.
There's one thing I wanted to say on that, actually, just before.
Yeah. No, go on.
There is a negative to it, which a lot of people will actually not be happy about.
Okay.
Pay-per-views will be pay-per-views again. We're so
That's
used,
all right, though.
we're so used to the network.
Do you think the network will fold?
No,
I think the Undertaker's going to take me, lads, because I'm going to be gone in a few minutes.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think in America pay-per-views are $80, which is not good.
Yeah, people will pay it though. That's the thing, you know. You have
Well,
all
the thing is, if it's between like three of us, we're fine because we can split it. Like, so it's not too bad.
We might be a pizza less, but it'll be all good. So yet again, that is the breaking news. We know Matt Murphy's going to go. The Undertaker's incoming as we speak.
Yeah.
But they've apparently they're merging. It's going to be 51% ownership, and the other 49% will be obviously shareholders in WWE. So that means, in a nutshell, that look, they will have all the power in the sense. It remains to be seen what will happen if Nick Khan, if he'll stay as president. Obviously, Dana White's dead president of UFC, so I don't know if there's something in place. We don't know what Vince McMahon's role will be. Will he jump in? Will he do something? Obviously, there's little tweaks and agreements prior to this as well, guys. So time will tell. But look, we're going to wrap up the show before Matt Murphy disappears. From myself, Jerry Collin, thank you very much. From Phil Connolly, he wants to thank you very much. From Matt Murphy, he wants to thank you very much. We'll be back again this weekend for our regular episode. This is a special. And we thank you for tuning in this way to WrestleSlam, guys. Thank you very much. Brought to you by Manscaped.com and the Maco Casino Cork. Bye-bye.